The Modric Arsenal transfer is definitely done and dusted. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of the podcast. And make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss it on anything that definitely we have to bring to you. As long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, we definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at this very channel. So, let us know what you definitely think about Mikhail Modric's transfer to Arsenal. But we definitely are here to bring to you the latest coming in from Mikhail Modric. I to be remember that Mikhail Modric is one of the best attacking midfielders. And before even we go to that, one of the reasons as to why Mikhail Modric is seen as the perfect man, and one of the reasons why he's definitely being hunted. I to be remember that Gabriel Jesus had an injury before. Gabriel Jesus had an injury, and this injury was approximated to take up to 3 months or even more, as it was said that this injury could go to more than 3 months. And that's why Mikel Arteta, the current manager of Arsenal, and also the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, decided, and they came and they said, definitely we need someone to come and play in this gentleman's position, because I do remember that Gabriel Jesus was a big impact, was one of the reasons as to why Arsenal is in the first position. And a perfect replacement like Mikhail Modric is what this gentleman, the current manager of Arsenal, Mr. Mikel Arteta, and the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, have been looking at. It is definitely something that has been going on quite well with a lot of anticipation about Mikhail Modric going to Arsenal. But right upon now, I'm here to let you know that things have definitely gone on quite well. But before we even go further into this, Gabriel Jesus was an outstanding football player, a very good football player, and he managed to score a number of goals. And with the help of also other football players, but Gabriel Jesus was definitely a big part. He played a very big role in all of this. And the fact that Arsenal is in the first position, it's definitely something that Mikel Arteta is not taken for granted, because Arsenal is looking forward to making a proper run in the first position, to make sure it maintains the first position until the end of the season, and it can take the English Premier League title. Already, as per now, I can say that Champions League football is secured. But what Mikel Arteta is looking at, Mikel Arteta is definitely looking at securing. Definitely looking at securing Premier League, not Premier League, the Premier League title. So let us know what you think in the comment section about this gentleman, and if you think he's going to be a very productive football player, just let us know in the comment section. As you know that this is a fan-based channel, we will definitely be bringing everything right here as you say. So Mikel Arteta looked in all this and said there is definitely no way he is going to be leaving this gentleman, because this gentleman was being he's been a Shakhtar Donetsk, playing quite well Shakhtar Donetsk, and also playing for the Ukrainian national team, and things were going on quite well for him. And it will also be remembered that lots of clubs have been hunting for this gentleman. Real Madrid wanted this gentleman. Barcelona needed this gentleman. Manchester City needed Mikhail Modric. But the most club that was very interested and also willing to make sure they can inject in as much money as they wanted was Arsenal. So Arsenal did not have anything that kept them behind, and that's why the technical director, now sporting director, Mr. Edu Gaspar, came out and said this is more than necessary. The Mikhail Modric transfer is definitely more than necessary. So when you look at the way Arsenal has been playing before, it definitely needs to maintain that play. Arsenal definitely needs to maintain that so that they can take the English Premier League. But this is not going to happen if they don't use this January transfer window very well. This January transfer window is definitely an opportunity for Arsenal to sign great players, and these players include MYKHAILO Modric. It's a perfect opportunity. So first of all, when you look at the different options, that this gentleman has, when you look at the different sections, the different opportunities Mikel Arteta has, the chances, and also the players that he has. I'm saying the bench of Arsenal. The bench of Arsenal needs good strikers, perfect strikers. It needs a very good defender in there, and it's a perfect midfielder. Just like other big clubs, there is always, in all those big clubs, there is definitely always that backup that is there. And that's why this general transfer window should go on quite well for Arsenal. That's why Arsenal should look at this general transfer window as the best opportunity that it's ever had. And they should make sure that they get enough signings in, should make sure that they sign whichever football player they definitely want. Mikel Arteta came out and said the only football player that he is currently focused on as per now is MYKHAILO Modric. And reason being, he wants somebody who is a very good attacking midfielder to fill in the gap of Gabriel Jesus, because Gabriel Jesus was a big okay, his injury is something that Mikel Arteta got. Gabriel Jesus' injury is something that Mikel Arteta feared a little bit, and was like, there must be something that has to be done. Something has definitely to be done because this gentleman had played a big role in getting to number one. And this definitely means that the fact that he played a very big role to get at number one, also something has to be done to maintain that number one position. And some of the things that are definitely being seen that they are definitely going to do is getting these young football players. So when you look at the age of this Shakhtar Donetsk, this gentleman from Shakhtar Donetsk, he's still young, and that definitely means that he's got quite a big future ahead of him. He has a very great future ahead of him. Still very young and promising, and that's one of the reasons as to why he's regarded one of the best football players. He is definitely a wonderful one, a very good football player. And there is nobody who can say he's not a perfect football player. He's definitely a very good one. He's a very good football player. And when you see MYKHAILO Modric and the way he's been playing of recent, MYKHAILO Modric definitely, he's been playing very well, and absolutely well, I must say. He's been a very wonderful football player. And when he came, even when he was benched because of a few reasons, when he always came on the bench, definitely he came and displayed quite a lot. He displayed big talent in there, and he showed the world that he's definitely one of the best, or if not the best, that the world can ever offer. So let us know in the comment section what you think. And I see somebody, Aaron Solomon, says thank you for the great update. Okay. Now I can let you know that definitely things will definitely be going on quite well for the club Arsenal. If they sign this gentleman, this gentleman, when he gets properly into Mikel Arteta's formation and starts playing, we will see positive results, and this will definitely mean that Arsenal is going to take the Premier League title. And but also a few more signings definitely need to be done. A few more signings need to be done to make sure that all goes well. A few more signings definitely need to be done. And that is something that I think is going to be very good. It's going to be quite good. It's going to be very good for the club, Arsenal. Arsenal is going to make sure they sign great players. It's going to make sure they sign good players. And if they do that, when they sign, when they get more players into the system, if they assign more players and get the likes of Mikhail Modric in, that will definitely be great, and we will be seeing Arsenal taking on clubs like Manchester City, and it will definitely be great competition in there. It will be good competition that will be displayed in there. Let us know what you think in the comment section, as we are definitely here to let you know that it's great news for Arsenal. Arsenal is definitely having great news, as this gentleman is one of the most likely football players who are missed. Oh, anyway, he's undoubtedly he is talented. He's definitely very talented. With no doubt, he's one of the biggest football players, one of the best strikers, and the mere fact that he's been playing very well for Shakhtar Donetsk, there is nothing that is definitely going to stop him from playing for the great club Arsenal, and making sure that Arsenal takes the Premier League title. And that's one of the reasons as to why he is definitely seen as something that is going to be somebody that is going to bring an impact or a change. I see somebody unbelievable. My team is very serious. This keep it up. Okay, thank you for being. That's Usman Lawal. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Anyway, let us know still what you think about Mikhail Modric, as we're letting you know that Mikhail Modric, who is one of the best football players, one of the biggest players, and one of the best strikers, attacking midfielders. He is multi-purpose. On rare occasions, he will play as a defensive midfielder. Central midfield is his thing. He's definitely he's got no reason whatsoever not to be in the central midfield, and he plays the central midfield quite well. And also then when it comes to the attacking midfield, he's a proper beast when it comes to attacking midfield, and he's got quite a number of years. And when you see how Mikel Arteta likes these young football players like him, that's why I say after the verbal agreement was reached, after the verbal agreement between Arsenal and this gentleman were reached, we now know that it is definitely done and dusted. We just waiting for official announcement. But after a verbal agreement that was reached, we definitely know that it's done, because Mikel Arteta likes these young football players, because he likes building talent and making the talent even much more better than it already is. I don't know whether you know what I mean. Mikel Arteta is this kind of manager who likes younger football players like Edin Ketia. He likes young football players like Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, and he likes playing those young players and developing them much more. It will be remembered that he possibly copied that from the Arsenal, the former legend, actually still legend football manager Arsene Wenger, who was a former Arsenal manager who managed Arsenal for quite a long period of time and gave opportunity to these young lads, and they performed quite well. So let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know what you think in the comment section about this young lad, and why you definitely think he's going to perform quite well. I personally think he's going to be okay. He's definitely going to be a very good one, and there is nothing that is going to stop him from helping Arsenal to obtain the Premier League title. Arsenal is definitely eyeing the Premier League title, and when you see last time what happened, things definitely went on quite well, and things were definitely going on very well for the club Arsenal. And looking at the position that Arsenal is in, and why Arsenal definitely need to make sure that they can maintain this position. Check, Arsenal is in the first position, 37 points. 37 points is a great deal. 37 points, then Manchester City having 32 points, then Newcastle having 30 points, Tottenham Hotspur having 29 points, then 26 points for Manchester United, Liverpool with 22, Brighton with 21, Chelsea with 21, then Fulham with 19. Between the first and second, there is quite a gap of 5 points. Arsenal having 37 points, and then it would Man City having 32 points, 5 gap difference. Let us know what you think. Do you think Arsenal will handle the pressure of Man City? Because Man City in this general transfer window, it could get even better players, much more better players, because it's got Man City has got all the money in the world. They've got quite a lot of money. They're always ship in quite good players. But humble Arsenal doesn't have all the money in the world, not a lot of money to spend on players, but it always goes to getting quality young football players, and they are quality, and they shape them and they become superstars. Look at the likes of Edin Ketia, very wonderful. Look at the likes of Emil Smith Rowe, a very good football player. Look at the likes of Gabriel Jesus is old, but he's a bit old, but still promising, quite good. Look at Bukayo Saka and his display in the World Cup. He played quite well. He definitely played well. Let us know what you think in the comment section, so that definitely you do not miss out on anything that we have to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, as we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. Okay, so let us know when you look at again how Arsenal is been performing of recently. It's been performing well. The magic has been okay. There's been quite a lot that has been done, and we think that it's going to be okay. It's going to be quite good. Everything is going to go on quite well and as planned, as Arsenal are looking forward to making sure that they can get the best out of this young gentleman from Shakhtar Donetsk. And we think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good thing if everything is done, because the verbal agreement has been put in place. Everything said. Shakhtar Donetsk that asked £85 million for this gentleman. Obviously, that's something that Arsenal agreed about, and Arsenal's like, it's definitely okay. We can manage this gentleman. We can have this. Have this gentleman again. Let us know what you think in the comment section about the Shakhtar Donetsk football player who comes in as one of the best attacking midfielders, and also can play as a central midfielder, and also he can be a striker. And let us know what you think, what you definitely think about this young lad. I personally think he's a great talent, one of the best talents that definitely you can ever have. He is a wonderful talent, very big talent. Undoubtedly, there is no reason as to why anybody should doubt this gentleman. He is one of the best football players that you can definitely have in your club. So, when looking at the clubs that definitely wanted this young lad, for clubs that were more than interested for this young lad to play for them, Real Madrid contacted Shakhtar Donetsk. But this gentleman was not interested in Real Madrid, and he gave his reasons. And he said possibly he could go to Real Madrid, and Barcelona also was interested in this gentleman. But he said he could go to these clubs, and he kills his talent. And also, Shakhtar Donetsk was not into make sure that this gentleman loses his talent, because what he's looking at, he wants gameplay. He wants gameplay. He wants to play. He wants to make sure that gameplay is something that he gets. And he was saying the amount of football players that are in a club that like Paris Saint-Germain, which also contacted him. And he would, if he went to Paris Saint-Germain, he would definitely settle for being a substitute. And that's not something that he was looking at. He's been looking at playing a good football, making sure that he puts his talent there, displays his talent, and he is recognized as one of the best football players that the world has. And he can get this opportunity at Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is more than willing to get this gentleman first team football, and there will be nothing like quarrels about gameplay, because he's a big talent. He is one of the best that you can definitely get. Why not? And why, if he is one of the best, why shouldn't he get the gameplay? He definitely will get the gameplay when the season starts, and when he is officially signed, he will definitely have everything sorted. So I still think it's a good signing. I think it's going to be a very wonderful one, a very marvelous signing with the likes of everything that went on. And also, people were asking me about World Cup and how it went. Of course, France lost. France lost to Argentina. It was a bit complicated, wasn't it? It was a bit complicated. The World Cup was definitely quite complicated. Anyway, Arsenal was well represented by William Saliba, and they played quite well. France played quite well, but Argentina also played very well. The first two goals from Argentina making it 2-0 were something that everybody was comfortably knowing that Argentina was definitely going to win. But the fact that Kylian Mbappe came and scored twice, and this definitely broke the hearts of very many people. And Argentina football players were not happy, and also the fans were not happy. It ended up anyway in 3-3, and they had to go for penalty. Definitely went on quite well for the Argentina team. Definitely, it went on quite well after penalties. That Martinez, who was an Arsenal football player, he was an Arsenal goalkeeper, wasn't he? He was an Arsenal goalkeeper sometime, but he didn't get the chance to get into the net of Arsenal. He was even loaned and didn't make it, and that's something that definitely was not quite good, but he managed to save his country, Argentina. Anyway, dropping away from the World Cup and going back to our young lad, our young gentleman, who is MYKHAILO Modric, one of the best football players in the world, one of the best football players, one of the best forwards that the generation has. The generation hasn't, when you see almost all these old players are retiring, there is no going to be only Kylian Mbappe. There needs young football players like MYKHAILO Modric also to come and compete because he's been regarded one of the best and very competitive. He is a very competitive football player. When you see the football players that are on right by now, Cristiano Ronaldo, when you talk about Karim Benzema, when you talk about Leo Messi, they are very old players. A next generation is something that is being rebuilt. A generation of Kylian Mbappe, a generation of Bukayo Saka, Smith Rowe, a generation of Edin Ketia, a generation of MYKHAILO Modric. So that's one of the reasons as to why definitely MYKHAILO Modric is a wonderful one. He's one built for the future. He's one of the football players that is definitely built for the future. Let us know what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything Arsenal has to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right about now, as we are telling you that everything is set and the verbal agreement put in place. MYKHAILO Modric is definitely going to Arsenal, and the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, and the current manager of Arsenal, Mr. Mikel Arteta, came in contact with this young lad, and also came in contact with the Shakhtar Donetsk management, plus MYKHAILO Modric's agent, to make sure they can clear this out, and for once and for all, to make sure that MYKHAILO Modric's transfer is done and dusted. And leave alone the competition that is in there. It will be remembered that no matter the competition that is in there, Arsenal is the club that is more than interested, or that has injected in quite a lot of effort in getting this young lad. The fact that very many clubs have been interested in signing this gentleman, it only proves you what a quality of a football player he definitely is. Big quality, a very wonderful football player, a very good one, tactful. When you see his dribbling skills, definitely on point. Ball possession on point. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes on the pitch. And when it comes to 1-1 with the goalkeeper obviously always does not have any chance. Goalkeepers do not have any chance with Mikhail Modric when he always gets one-on-one with them. Expect this and more when this gentleman definitely gets to the club. When this gentleman gets to Arsenal, expect this and more. It's going to be massive. It's going to be something that everybody will like. Let us know in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to you as we are talking about the Mikhail Modric transfer to Arsenal, something that everybody has been asking, something that everyone has been talking about this transfer, about Mikhail Modric, and what are his strengths and what are his weaknesses. Mikhail Modric's strengths are definitely outlined. Everybody knows how good a football player he definitely is. One of the best football players, and his qualities, his mode of play, his discipline down the pitch, and he's definitely one of the best football players in the world right about now. And there is no debate about that, because he definitely is a great one. He's a great talent. He's one of the best that the world has to bring. And expect this and more when this gentleman starts playing for Arsenal. When he starts playing for Arsenal, just know he is going to be a very, very productive asset. Because Gabriel Jesus is not in, that will definitely mean a mode of formation will change, and Mikhail Modric will be in there. And the mode of play will definitely change, and this will be for the positive, because Mikhail Modric is a very wonderful one, a very good football player, and there is nothing that is going to stop him from scoring goals. Trust me, Mikhail Modric is the way to go. He is a definite, he's definitely a very wonderful one, a very good football player, and nothing will definitely stop him from scoring as many goals as he wants when it comes to goal scoring. He is definitely a beast. He is always hungry for goals, always hungry to score as many goals as he wants. When it comes to that, there is no doubt for him scoring very many goals. And remember this, Mikhail Modric, at some point in time, there is definitely, when he's been playing for Shakhtar Donetsk, he's performed definitely very well, very well, very well. For Shakhtar Donetsk, he's been an exceptional talent, and that's why his price has been quite big. 85 million pound. Even Josh Krionki and Stan Krionki, when they thought 85 million pound is definitely 85 million pound is definitely little money for a football player like him, and that's why they are willing to invest in quite a lot of money in getting this gentleman, securing this gentleman's move. So if this gentleman's move is officially done, as the verbal agreement has been put in place, and he will be coming anytime from now. If this gentleman, if this gentleman's contract is signed officially, Arsenal will have to make sure that they give this gentleman a gameplay, and he will definitely prove the world that he is one of the best, or if not the best, he's definitely one of them. And there is nothing at all that will stop this gentleman from scoring goals. When it comes to scoring goals, he is definitely a beast. He's one of the best. He's a beast when it comes to scoring goals. A very good football player, and you can tell that when it comes to dribbling skills, his dribbling skills are definitely perfect. One of the best football players, one of the best, undoubtedly. So Arsenal are not going to be losing anything. And the mere fact that it's 85 million pounds being injected in for this gentleman, and this definitely means that he is a wonderful football player. He's a great football player, and he's a player of the next generation. Let us know what you think in the comment section about Shakhtar Donetsk football player, and also the Ukrainian national. It will be remembered that Alexander Zinchenko also had a one-on-one. Former Man City football player, now Arsenal superstar Alexander Zinchenko had a one-on-one with Shakhtar Donetsk football player, and they had a great discussion and talked about different things. They talked about different things on how this transfer would go in, why he definitely needs to be at Arsenal. Let us know in the comment section what you definitely think about this gentleman joining the club, about this gentleman joining Arsenal. Do you think he's the perfect replacement? Anyway, Joao Felix is yet another one who was being compared to the Shakhtar Donetsk football player Mikhail Modric. Joao Felix, who is a Portuguese international, also is a very wonderful one. He's also still young, 23 years old. So there is no reason as to why they cannot get the two. The pair can definitely be good. Joao Felix can come and also and join the Shakhtar Donetsk football player. And quality is definitely something that you will expect, and I will expect also trophies. Trophies will also be something that you can expect in this transfer. Let us know, and thank you for being part of the podcast. And make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything that we definitely have to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, as we are talking about the one and only Shakhtar Donetsk football player, Mikhail Modric, who Shakhtar Donetsk had a hard time to release because of the quality he's brought to the club. He's brought quite a lot of competition and quality to the club. And that's the reason as to why Arsenal has been eyeing this young lad. Let us know in the comment section, as we will be signing out soon and telling you thank you for being part of the podcast, and goodbye for now.